Hello folks, welcome to OTD, also known as On the Deck, where you can get all the sports you need in 10 minutes. My name is Adam Orduna, this is my mom Gina.
He is the journalist.
And she's the enthusiast.
I am enthusiastic because we finally get to the Final Four of the NFL.
Yes, we are talking about the AFC Championship game and the NFC Championship game, and both conferences had some really good games leading up to this point in time of the season. We had the Chiefs and the Steelers had a great game.
You
had the only one game that wasn't that good was the Texans and the Patriots. But everyone else was great. The Packers and Cowboys fought it out.
Talking about losses
Seattle,
by 2-3
Atlanta
points.
Well, that was kind of a blowout too. But to start
blowout.
out, it started out with a bang, and so really all of the games for the most part were pretty good games.
They were.
And so now we're at the point where we have the AFC Championship game, where we have these Pittsburgh Steelers going to Foxborough, and they're taking on the New England Patriots. Okay, so that's going to be a really, really tough road game for all the reasons that it will be. And then we have the NFC side, where we have the Green Bay Packers, who arguably have the hottest quarterback as far as playing ability in the NFL right now, taking on the Atlanta Falcons, where Matt Ryan, who was my NFL MVP, is playing at a very high level as well. So these are some really good quarterbacks I just mentioned. Well, I guess I didn't mention Ben Roethlisberger, which I don't know why I did.
You missed that?
Yeah, honestly. But these are some really, really good matchups.
They are.
So do you have, I guess let me ask you this, do you have a game that you're more excited for than the other?
Good question. Good question. Yeah, I completely do. And it's the Patriots and the Steelers. Now, let me say, I'm excited for both of these games.
Sure.
I love a Final Four. I love playoffs, and you're literally down to the semifinals.
So win or go
matches,
home.
Win and go home, always. But I'm more, I guess excited isn't the word. I'm more intrigued by what I think is going to happen between Pittsburgh and New England. Pittsburgh's had some distractions. Poor Antonio Brown. You know, we love Facebook Live. We're using Facebook Live. He used it the wrong way. He used it here in Kansas City. And he's just been getting handed. But then Julian Edelman went and ran off his big old mouth and tried to diss on the Steelers. And I think it swung a little momentum back to my Steelers. They're going to need all of that. They're going to need momentum. They're going to need some luck. They're going to need tough play on both sides of the ball. But I'm intrigued because I think they might be able to get Tom Brady, even at home. I do. So I'm intrigued by that. What about you?
Honestly, I'm going to go to the NFC side of things. And I'm going to be really glued in and locked into that Packers-Falcons game just because, not that I'm trying to doubt Aaron Rodgers, but he pulled out one of the most miraculous plays.
Miraculosity.
I'm trying to say magic, you know, just
magic and miraculous.
Exactly. He pulled out some great plays there at the very end of the game to put them in a position to even have a chance to kick a field goal. And so I just wonder if he's going to be able to do that once again on the road in another hostile environment down there at Atlanta in the Georgia Dome. And so I'm really more intrigued by that game because that game is going to obviously determine who plays in the Super Bowl. But I just wonder if Aaron Rodgers still has anything left in the tank after what he had to do down in Jerry World.
Well, it's interesting you should say that because everybody's already promoting Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady. They act like Matt Ryan and Ben Roethlisberger have nothing to say about who's going to go to the Super Bowl. So should we? I think we should jump right in because we need to give some keys to the game. Well, since I started on the AFC side, I'm going to jump to the NFC side. I picked against the Falcons at home. I picked the Dallas Cowboys at home, and I was wrong on both accounts. So here's what I'm going to say about this. I don't know that Aaron Rodgers, as hot as he is, can come into yet another dome and pull off another miracle. He doesn't have his top receiver, which is Jordy Nelson. All the same reasons I picked against him last week with the Cowboys are still there for me. But here's the difference. The Falcons got to watch what he did against the Cowboys. You're not going to get somebody twice with the same trickeration. You know, Aaron Rodgers went and told his business. He told ESPN radio, he's like, I just told everybody run to the left. Well, if the Falcons get beat by that, you deserve to lose. You need to be on your guard. You shouldn't defend this game the way you would defend a typical game. Even though you just defeated Russell Westbrook, or Westbrook.
Wilson. Yeah.
It's basketball season 2. Russell
Yeah.
Wilson. Aaron Rodgers is a different cat. If you're not prepared for the scramble and the backyard draw, Hail Mary plays, that's on you. So I think the keys to the game, obviously it's going to be defense. Matt Ryan's going to put up his points.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan's going to get his points, but it's going to be how well the defense spies for Aaron Rodgers and gets ready for the trickeration.
Right.
So that to me is the key of the game, and then we'll make our final picks last.
Well, yeah, I guess for me the biggest key of the game is Matt Ryan. I just think, can he outperform Aaron Rodgers? Because I don't think the defenses on either side are going to really stop anyone. I think both defenses are like 25th plus in the league overall. So maybe I guess is the key to the game, is which defense can make a play. But I just think the biggest key is Matt Ryan. Right. Is he going to be able to outplay Aaron Rodgers? Because that's really what it comes down to, is your quarterback play. Even with the Cowboys game, Dak Prescott's quarterback play was amazing. He was really only 1 percentage point in QBR rating below Aaron Rodgers. I think Aaron Rodgers was 84 and Dak was 83.
Well, Dak led him from a 21-3 deficit, so,
Yeah, so I just think, for me, if I could just pick one right now, I think the keys to the game for the Falcons is Matt Ryan. Is he going to have that type of magic that Aaron Rodgers always has? And so this is his time. This is his, like I said, this is my MVP. So it's up to him.
Well, what do you think about the AFC side of it?
Yeah, going to the AFC side, you got 2 great quarterbacks, Big Ben and Tom Brady. The franchises speak for themselves. Family owned, the Rooney family. There's just great
just
tradition,
class act
for all of those players and teams. And so I just think, I think more it's going to be a field goal type of game. I think they're going to be scoring.
So you're thinking special teams is really going to be the difference?
I think is what's going to, because I think both quarterbacks are going to nullify each other. They both have great running backs, LeGarrette Blount and Le'Veon Bell. I mean, it's kind of a trade across as far as receiver. I mean, yeah, Antonio Brown is for the Steelers, but the Patriots still have guys too. And so it's just Julian Edelman and Hogan and Martellus Bennett. I think there are guys that can still make plays for Tom Brady. I think at this point in time, it's going to be a special teams big point there.
Well, I have my key to the game is the refs, and I know. Listen, I get.
That's a very fair point.
I can hear the groaning right now.
Well, think about what happened in the last game for the Steelers.
But here's why: because
last second call. Yeah.
Football is a game of inches. We've all heard that. We've heard defense wins championships, as quarterback live and dream, all the cliches. Football is a game of where you are on the field. The refs in Foxborough are going to give up 45 yards on behalf of Tom Brady, no matter what, in that game. And I think that's going to be the difference. When you have the Steelers balling out, making great plays, and here's a flag, and here you go. Or you got a defense that makes a great play on Tom Brady. Here's a flag, 15-yard personal penalty. That is going to be the defense. I think you're going to have 2 gladiators in the zone, swinging at each other, giving you a great football game. And mark my words, your flags are going to be the difference in this game. So to that point, let's do our picks. Unfortunately, I think because it's in Foxborough and because you're going to have the flags flying everywhere, I think it's going to be the Patriots. I think it'll be close and it'll be within 7. I can't give you an exact score, but I'm going to call it at 7. And then if I go to the NFC side of it, it is killing me because I'm probably wrong. I'm going to pick the Falcons. I just don't think Aaron Rodgers you can only stand on your head juggling a glass of water upside down so many times. I just think the Falcons are good. I've got too much for him, and I'm going to go with the Patriots on one side and the Falcons on the other. So that's my Super Bowl pick.
Okay. There
you go.
I can't argue too much about those points. I think it's going to be really good for both sides of the draw. I'm actually tongue-tied because I don't really know. I'm struggling.
Pick. You do know. Go with your gut. Go with your gut.
Well, I think being that it is in Foxborough for the AFC Championship game,
the flags
are going to be a big factor. And like I said, I think it'll come down to a field goal. And so I guess in that regard, I still will have to go with the Patriots. So I think the Patriots will somehow make it in. And then on the NFC side of things, I would love to see Aaron Rodgers win. But like you said, and like I was saying, has the magic run out? Is he going to be able to pull it out again? And so with that, I don't know, and therefore I am going to just go with the Falcons as well. The Falcons, this could be their year. Julio Jones is there, and Devontae Freeman is running the football very well.
Your MVP is there, so there you go.
I think maybe Atlanta is going to maybe do something this year. So, as you can see, I'm not very confident just because I want to see everyone win.
Make the pick. Just make the pick.
Yeah, so I made my pick.
So we both have the Patriots and the Falcons.
Yeah,
all right.
So that's what I've got, and I'm probably wrong, and I'll be happy to be wrong. So with that, we just want to say we appreciate your time. Please continue to follow us on all of our social media, and we'll see you next time, folks. Thank you.